Welcome in on Radio SLCC as well as slcc.edu. I'm Zach Hodge, and I'll be bringing you live play-by-play action of Salt Lake Community College basketball tonight here inside the Lifetime Activity Center on the Redwood Road campus of Salt Lake Community College as the Bruins are set to take on the Gillette College Pronghorns. The Bruins come into tonight undefeated as they are 7-0 overall. The only other team undefeated in conference is the College of Southern Idaho. The two teams ranked nationally in the country right now as the Bruins are currently ranked number 7 and the Southern Idaho Golden Eagles are ranked number 4. So both those teams set to do battle again for the Scenic Western Athletic Conference Championship this season. The Bruins come in, as I said, 7-0. So far this year they're led by number 14, Tyler Clark. She comes into tonight averaging 18.3 points per game as she's shooting 46% from the field, 45% from downtown, and 68% from the free throw line. So look out for Tyler Clark. And then there's the Mills sisters as Monique and Dominique are both here this season. They're actually the daughters of assistant coach Silas Mills for the men's basketball team. So a lot of good DNA there for the Mills sisters. A lot of good activity. So we are set for the Lady Bruins' first home basketball game of the season as they're set to take on the Pronghorns from Gillette College live right here on Radio SLCC as well as slccbruins.com. We'll be right back with the starting lineups as well as tip-off for you momentarily. Welcome back in on Radio SLCC as well as SLCCBruins.com. I'm Zach Hodge, and we're almost set to get things underway here tonight inside the Lifetime Activity Center on the Redwood Road campus of Salt Lake Community College. First up, we have the starting lineups. First for the Pronghorns from Gillette College in Wyoming. They will be number 5, Angie Murion. She's a 5'10 freshman from Grass Range High School. Number 14, Beth Sutter. She's a 5'10 sophomore from Custer County High School. Number 20, Shatira Powell. She's a 5'10 freshman from Linwood High School. Number 22, Nikedra Burke. She's a 5'10 sophomore from Silva Magnet High School. And number 24, Robin Butler. She's a 6'1 freshman forward from Compton High School. The Pronghorns are coached by Will Ryder. He's assisted by Matt Strickland. And now the starting lineup for your Salt Lake Community College Bruins. First up, we have number 5, Sydney Taylor. She's a 5'11 sophomore forward from Salt Lake City, Utah. She went to Skyline High School. Number 11, Tiana Doer. She's a 5'9 sophomore forward from Bountiful, Utah. Number 12, Monique Mills. She's a 5'10 freshman guard from Salt Lake City, Utah. Number 14, Tyler Clark. She's a 5'10 sophomore guard from Idaho Falls, Idaho. And number 33, Ashlyn Smith. She's a 6'1 sophomore post player from Nampa, Idaho. The Bruins are coached by head coach Betsy Speckator. She's assisted by Marcelina Greer, Elaine Elliott, and Katie Walker-Fuller. The Bruins come into tonight undefeated as they sit at 7-0. The Pronghorns come in with 3 losses to go with 5 wins. So the Bruins look to continue their winning ways with their first home game of the season. And I believe I might have messed up the starting lineup already. 33, 5, 14, 12. Oh, I lied. Tiana Doer is not starting tonight. It's not number 11. It's number 15. Eva Georgia. And jumping at the center for the Bruins will be Mills, set to take on Butler. Ball's in the air. Butler wins the tip. And the Pronghorns get the first possession. Powell with it up top. Bruins coming out in a man-to-man. Gets it to Burke on the right wing. Up top to Sutter. Sutter swings it back to Powell. Now they go in the post to Burke. High post to Butler. Her jumper up, no good. Board's loose, and it's grabbed by Georgieva, Georgieva with it. They swing it. Mills. Now to Taylor on the left wing. Up top to Smith. Smith gets it to Mills on the right wing. She runs pick and roll. 3-ball up and good. Bruins first on the board with the 3-ball. They're up early, 3-0. Pronghorns with it on the other end. Murion with it on the right wing. Up top to Burke. Burke gets it to Sutter. Sutter looks to drive, gets in the lane, kicks it to Burke. She thinks about the 3. Now she goes in the corner to Butler. Powell's 3 is no good, Rebounded by the Bruins. Georgieva into the front court. Gets it to Mills. Mills looks to drive. Kicks it back to Taylor. Taylor with Sutter on her. 7 on the shot clock. Taylor drives. Kicks it back to Clark. Clark drives. Gets it back to Taylor. 3 on the way. It's no good. Rebound grabbed by the Pronghorns as Butler gets it. Gillette into the front court. Murion with it on the left wing. Up top to Burke. Now they go to the high post to Butler. Butler looks to drive. Shots up. No good. Board grabbed by Taylor for the Bruins. And Salt Lake looks to run. They push ahead to Mills. Mills slowed down by Burke. And now the 3-ball up. It's no good. Board grabbed by the Pronghorns. Quickly into the front court goes Powell. Powell gets it to Butler. Her 3 is up and good. Burke. Nikedra Burke with the first bucket of the night for the Pronghorns. We're tied at 3. Georgieva into the front court. Gets it to Mills on the right wing. Now up top to Clark. Back to Georgieva and they reset. Clark with it on the left wing. Backs it back out. looks to drive. 7 on the shot clock. Clark, 15-footer up, no good. Board grabbed by Butler. And the Pronghorns look to run. Burke quickly into the front court. Drops it back to Powell, and now they get it to Murian. Back to Burke to Sutter. Sutter gets in the lane. Oh, great pass inside to Butler. She can't handle it, though, and it's a turnover. Ball to the Bruins. First sub of the night, as Takara Kelly is going to check in for the Pronghorns as Butler checks out. Georgieva quickly into the front court. Gets it to Clark on the right wing. Up top to Mills. Back to Georgieva. Mills on the right wing, and she traveled. First turnover of the night by the Bruins. We're tied at 3 with 6:44 to go here in the first quarter. Pronghorns into the front court. Burke with it. Up top to Murian. Over to Kelly now. Kelly, 15-footer up and good. And the Pronghorns have their first lead at 5-3. Georgieva looks to drive. And she's going to get called for the carry, I believe. Turnover by the Bruins. And it's not a good start for Salt Lake. Subs for the Bruins. Elsa Paulson-Glantz checks in for the first time. Checks in for the first time as Georgieva checks out. Gillette with it up top. And we're going to get a traveling violation called on Sutter. Bruins with it now. Mills with it into the front court. Gets it to Paulson-Glantz on the left wing. Elsa goes up top to Clark. Clark gets it now to Taylor. Taylor drives, puts it up, no good. Rebounds loose. Smith can't grab it. Goes out of bounds off the Bruins. Gillette takes over. Subs for Gillette as number 2. Reyna checks in. As Sutter's going to check out. Taking a quick look at the stats, the Bruins haven't started off too hot so far. 1 of 5 from the field. The Pronghorns 2 of 5. Burke with it, cut off, kicks it back up top to Powell. Powell looks to drive, cut off, steps back for the 3. It's short. Rebound is grabbed by Clark. Now we're going to get a foul called in the backcourt on number 20, Shatira Powell. Her first team foul on the Pronghorns. With that, Powell's going to check out as number 4, Mackenzie Ward, checks in. Mills running the point for the Bruins now. Gets it to Clark. She goes to the high post to Paulson-Glantz. She looks to drive, gets in the lane, forces it up. It's blocked by Burke. It goes out of bounds off the Bruins. Great defensive stop there by Nikedra Burke. 5'10" sophomore from Texas. Doing a good job on the defensive end. Pronghorns with it. Ward running the point. Gets it to Burke on the right wing. Paulson-Glantz on her. And they go to the high post to Kelly. Kelly shot up, no good. Board grab by Paulson-Glantz, and the Bruins look to run. Mills with it. Mills able to turn the corner. Puts it up and gets it to go with the right hand. We're tied at 5 with 5 to go here in the first quarter. Pronghorns with it. Murian on the right wing. Now up top to Ward. They go to the high post to Kelly. Kelly gets it back to Burke, and Burke traveled. I believe that's our 3rd traveling violation here early. And with that, we've reached our first media timeout here in the first quarter. 4:39 to go, and we're tied at 5 right here on Radio SLCC and SLCCBruins.com. Welcome back in on radio SLCC and SLCCBruins.com. I'm Zach Hodge. 4:39 to go here in the first quarter. We're tied at 5. Both teams now 2 of 7 from the field. They've both knocked down 1-3. And it's the Bruins with it. They get it to Clark on the right wing. Back to Mills. Mills, all 5 points goes to her. Monique cut off. Now they get it to Mata Epinisa, who checked in during the timeout. Up top to Clark. Clark looks to drive, gets in the lane, puts it up, no good, but she'll go to the line for 2. Tyler Clark able to get in the paint and create her own offense there. Foul called on number 32, Takara Kelly. Her first second team foul on the Pronghorns. At the line for 2 is Tyler Clark. First one is good. Clark set for her second. She goes 2 for 2. Now the Bruins in a little full court press. Pronghorns with it. They push ahead to Reyna. Reyna tries getting it back to Kelly. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pronghorns. Good transition defense there by the Bruins. Ward to put it in play. Gets it into Murian. And we're going to get a foul called on number 5, Sydney Taylor. That'll be her first team foul on the Bruins. Pronghorns to inbound on the baseline. Ward has it. Up top to Reyna. Back to Ward. Ward looks to drive, gets cut off, and hands it back to Murian. Murian gets in the lane. It's blocked away by Taylor. Pronghorns will have it on the baseline. They get it in quickly to Kelly. She spins, forces it up, can't get it to go. Board grab by Clark for the Bruins. And Tyler brings it into the front court. Goes to Paulson Glantz, and she traveled. Couple easy calls here early. Lots of turnovers. Pronghorns with it into the front court. Ward running the point. Gets it to Reyna on the right wing. They go to the high post to Kelly. She'll put up another 15-footer. It's up, no good. Clark with the board for the Bruins. Clark pushes ahead to Paulson Glantz. Tries going it. She does go inside to Epinisa. Puts it up, no good. Board's loose, and Taylor comes out with it for the Bruins. Back to Paulson Glantz. Now Taylor. Taylor on the left wing. Up top to Mills. Mills looking for her second 3, and she got it. Monique Mills has 8. The Bruins up 10-5, 2:57 to go here in the first quarter. Murian with it on the right wing. Taylor on her. Drops it back to Sutter. Sutter hands to Murian. She tries going to the high post. It's tipped by Paulson Glantz, and it falls to Taylor. Taylor pushes ahead to Mills. Mills with the left hand puts it up and in. Monique with a great first quarter. She has 10. Bruins up 7, 12-5. Sutter with it on the right wing. Murian with it. Murian looks to drive. Gets it to a cutting Sutter. She puts it up with the right hand. No good. Gets her own board. Kicks it out to Ward. Ward, 3-ball up and good. We're going to get a timeout taken by Gillette. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. Bruins lead cut to 4 after the 3-ball by Gillette, as they're now 2 of 3 from downtown. The Bruins sitting at 2 of 4 from the 3-point line. Neither team shooting it really great. The Bruins are 4 of 10 overall from the field. Gillette sitting at 3 for 11, 27%. Rebounds, the Bruins in the lead there early. 7 boards, 1 offensive for the Bruins, 5 boards for the Pronghorns, 1 of those offensive. So it's been a pretty even first quarter so far, 2:12 to go. Looking at the turnovers, the Pronghorns with 4 turnovers, the Bruins with 3. Both teams need to shake off some of those jitters and get more into the flow of the offense here. Bruins with it. Mills into the front court. Gets it to her sister, Dominique Mills, who just checked in during the timeout. A couple subs for the Bruins, and we're going to get a turnover. As Tiana Doer just checked in. She cut, and Paulson Glantz thought she was going to stay on the wing. Turnover by the Bruins. One other sub as Andrea Brady checks in for the first time. Mills, the only starter on the floor for the Bruins. Ward penetrates. Oh, great hustle by Sutter. Falls to her, but Doer grabs the board for the Bruins. Paulson Glantz quickly into the front court. Looks inside to Brady, now gets it back to Doger. To Mills. Now they go to the high post to Paulson Glantz. She wiggles, stops, pops from 12. It's around, no good. Board grab by the Pronghorns. The Bruins are one and done. Gillette into the front court. Murion with it. Looks drive on Paulson Glantz. Turns the corner. Puts it up with the left hand. No good. Grabs her own board. Kicks it out to Ward. Ward in the lane. Great pass inside to Butler. And Butler lays it in with the right hand. Mills hands to her sister. Now they swing it to Paulson Glantz on the left wing. Elsa looks inside. Now up top to Brady. They get a great pass inside as Monique Mills scores again. She has 12. Bruins up 14-10, 35 seconds to go. 10 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Burke looks to turn the corner. Her left-handed shot up, no good. Rebound falls to Butler. Butler blocked by Brady. And Gillette will inbound on the baseline. Subs for both teams as Georgieva returns for the Bruins. And Powell checks back in for Gillette. Powell will put it in play on the baseline. Gets it into Burke. Burke runs pick and roll. She'll put up a 3. It's an air ball. And the Bruins will have it with 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Georgieva running the point. Into the front court. 10 on the game clock. She spins, gets in the lane, drops it back to Paulson Glantz. Her 3 on the way. It's short. Out of bounds. And Gillette will get a shot here with 4 seconds left in the first. Murion will put it in play. She'll throw it ahead to Ward. It goes out of bounds. Off of Tiana. Now Gillette will inbound just on the Bruins side of midcourt. Burke will put it in play. Dominique Mills guarding her. Gets it into Ward. Ward, 2 dribbles. Stops, blocked by Paulson Glantz, and that'll do it here in the first quarter. As the Bruins will take a 4-point lead into the second quarter live right here on Radio SLCC and SLCCBruins.com. Welcome back in on Radio SLCC and SLCCBruins.com. Bruins with it to start the second. Mills with it. Goes to Paulson Glantz on the right wing. Tries to go up top, but it's taken away by Burke. Burke goes coast to coast and lays it in with the right hand. Nikadra Burke leading the way so far for Gillette with 5. Paulson Glantz with it up top. Gets it to Dominique. Dominique looks inside, goes inside to Brady. Brady works into the lane, puts it up with the right hand. It's blocked. It's an air ball. Goes out of bounds off of Georgieva. Gillette takes over. Subs for the Bruins. Taylor checks back in for Paulson Glantz. Gillette with it into the front court, down 2. 9:24 to go here in the second. Burke with it on the right wing. Oh, great pass inside to Murnion, and Murnion lays it in, and we're tied at 14. We're going to get a timeout taken by the Bruins. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. 9:13 to go, tied at 14. Taking a quick look at the stats so far, leading the way for Salt Lake, as it has been the Monique Miles show here early. She's got 12 points. She's 5 of 5 from the floor, 2 of 2 from downtown. She's been pretty solid on the offensive end. The only other player on the board so far is Tyler Clark, as she's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Tyler also leading the way, as she and Sydney Taylor both have 3 boards. Taylor also with 2 assists. But really, it's been the Monique Mills show here early, doing a good job of shooting the ball and keeping the Bruins in it. A lot of good shots taken so far. They've just kind of rimmed in and out. They've done a good job of working it into the paint, as Andrea Brady and Manata Epenisa both had some good opportunities, just unable to get them to go. Also a couple other good looks from downtown, as Sydney Taylor 0 of 2 so far, and Paulson Glantz 0 of 1. And then Tyler Clark, we talked a little bit about her in the pregame show. She's comes in averaging just about a little over 18 points a night. Hasn't been able to get it going here early with just those 2 points early. Coming out of the timeout for Gillette, it will be number 4, Mackenzie Ward. Number 5, Angie Murion. Number 24, Robin Butler. 22, Burke. And then number 20, Powell for the Bruins. It'll be Monique Mills. Georgieva. Clark checks back in. Both Mills sisters on the floor, and then Mata Epenisa checks back in. Dominique with it. Goes to her sister Monique. Now to Clark. Clark dribbles to the right side, hands to Georgieva. Back to Monique, to the high post to her sister. Dominique drives, puts it up, no good. And we're going to get a foul called on the floor. Bruins will inbound on the baseline. It's called on number 24, Robin Butler, her first team foul. Salt Lake inbound on the baseline. Georgieva to put it in play. Gets it into Epenisa. She loses the handle. It's on the floor. But Dominique hustles back and gets it. Georgieva with it in the corner. Takes the baseline. Goes to the rim. Puts it up with the right hand. No good. Board grab by Burke for Gillette. But then she's tied up by Clark. The arrow gives it to Gillette. Subs for the Bruins, as number 5, Taylor, checks back in, as Dominique Mills checks out. Powell with it into the front court. 8:30 to go here in the second quarter. Mills on her. Runs pick and roll. The Bruins switch it. Taylor on her now. Now they're going to go back the other way. Oh, good pick and roll. She gets in the lane. Tries going back to the high post to Kelly, but it's taken away. Clark in the front court. Goes to the rim and lays it in with the right hand. Tyler Clark with her first field goal. She has 4. Bruins up 16-14. Kelly with it up top, goes back to Powell. And the Pronghorns are going to turn it over, as Kelly tries getting it to Burke on the left wing, but she throws it out of bounds. Subs for the Pronghorns, as number 4, Ward, checks back in as Powell checks out. Mills with it on the right wing. Up top to Georgieva. She goes into the post to Clark. Clark spins to the middle, puts it up with the right hand. It's well off, grabbed by Epinesa, and she puts it in with the right hand. Malata with her first 2 of the night. Bruins push the lead back up to 4, 18-14. Kelly with it to Reyna on the right wing. She penetrates, drops it back to Ward. Ward looks to drive, gets in the lane, tied up. Oh, but we're going to get a foul called. I thought Clark had her for the jump. But we're going to get a foul called on Tyler Clark. That'll be her first team foul here in the second quarter on the Bruins. Pronghorns at the line for 2. First one is up, no good. Subs for the Pronghorns is number 14, Beth Sutter, checks back in. Ward made the first one. She's set for the second. She goes 2 of 2. And Georgieva with it into the front court. Pushes ahead to Clark on the right wing. She goes into the post to Epinesa. Back to Georgieva. Oh, great pass back inside to Epinesa. Her shot up, no good. Board falls to Mills. Mills can't get it to go, but it goes out of bounds off of Kelly. Bruin basketball on the baseline. Subs for the Pronghorns as number 20, Taylor Deaton, checks in for the first time, and Powell's going to return as well. Oh, excuse me. It's not Deaton, it's Holly Matovich. It's 30, not 20. Georgieva to put it in play. Gets it into Mills in the corner. 3 up and good. She is 6 for 6 from the field. 3 of 3 from downtown. She has 15. On the other end, the Pronghorn turn it over. Georgieva with it. Salt Lake quickly into the front court. She loses the handle. It almost goes out of bounds. She gets it up top to Clark. Clark wide open. 3 ball up and good. Bruins with a quick 6. They go up 8, 24-16, 6:39 to go. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well, live right here on Radio SLCC and SLCCBruins.com. Welcome back in on Radio SLCC. Pronghorns with it. Kelly with it. Bruins back in their full court press. They get it to Burke. Burke breaks the press, brings it into the front court, dribbles in the corner, and she turns it over. The Bruin press creates a turnover. Mills with it. Quickly into the front court. Now they slow it down. And Georgieva traveled. That's a good call. Pronghorns to inbound on the sideline. Bruins still in the 2-2-1 press. Reyna with it. And they turn it over. They throw it right to Clark. Georgieva, lefty 3, up and good. The Bruins have knocked down 3 threes here quickly in the second. They go up 11, 27-16. Butler with it. Tries going over the top, but it's taken away by Clark. Clark into the front court. Georgieva in the corner looking for another. Hard off the iron, no good. The board falls right to Clark. Clark tries muscling it up. It's no good, but she'll go to the line for 2. Foul called on number 4, Mackenzie Ward, her first. Second team foul on the pronghorn. At the line for 2 will be Tyler Clark. She's 2 of 2 from the line so far. First one's up and good. Subs for the pronghorn. As number 5, Murian checks in, as does Sutter. Clark goes 2 for 2. She has 9. Bruins up 13. Murian pushes it ahead to Burke. Burke goes cross court to Ward. Up top to Sutter. Sutter back to Murian. She'll put up a 3. It's around, no good. Board grab by Epinesa for the Bruins. Clark looks to run, pushes ahead to Georgieva. Georgieva traveled. Turnovers have been a problem for the Bruins here early. Pronghorn with it. The Bruin press still giving them fits. Sutter turns it over. Epinesa with it. Maata running the break. Going right to the rim. Puts it up, no good, but she'll go to the line for 2. As the 6-foot sophomore from Magna, Utah, looked to go coast to coast. Foul called on number 4, Mackenzie Ward, her second. Third team foul on Gillette. We'll have subs for both teams after the first free throw. Epinesa at the line. First one is around, no good. Subs for the Bruins as Paulson Glantz checks in for Georgieva. And number 24, Robin Butler, checks back in for the Pronghorns. Epinesa set for her second. It is no good. Clark with the board for the Bruins. Gets it to Mills. Her 3 up. Off the rim, no good. Epinesa battles for the boards, but it falls to the Pronghorns. Mills with her first miss of the night. Now 6 of 7 from the floor. Burke with it up top. Looks to drive. Hands it to Ward. Ward on the right wing. Taylor on her. Goes up top to Butler, and Butler travel. Both teams have been watching Elijah Wan highlights. Unable to stop shuffling their feet when they catch the ball. Bruins up 13. 4:43 to go here in the second quarter. Excuse me. Mills with it into the front court. Goes to the high post to Clark. Clark in the lane. Goes right to the rim. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. But Tyler will go to the line for 2. She's already 4 for 4. Foul called on number 32, Takara Kelly. Her second, 4th team foul on Gillette. Clark's first free throw is up and good. Bruins up 14, 30-16. Clark now with 10. Clark perfect again. She's 6 for 6. Bruins still in the 2-2-1 press. Burke with it. Back to Sutton. Sutton pushes ahead to Burke. Now they get it back to her in the corner. They go inside to Kelly. It's knocked out of bounds as the Bruins quickly get back on defense. Gillette to inbound on the baseline. They get it into Murian. Murian looks to drive. Kicks it to Ward. Ward on the right wing. Gets in the lane. Tries dropping it off inside to Angie Murian. It goes out of bounds. Bruin basketball. Mills running the point. Gets it to Clark. Up top to Paulson Glantz. She's wide open. Thought about the 3. Now she gives it off to Taylor. The Bruins swing it. Clark, 3 up top. No good. Rebound falls right to Epinesa. She kicks it back out to Mills, and they'll reset the offense. Clark with it on the right wing. Looks to drive. She's fouled. Foul's going to be called on number 4, Mackenzie Ward. That's her 3rd. 5th team foul, so Clark goes to the line for 2. Clark's first free throw up and good. Subs for the Bruins as Epinesa checks out, Smith checks back in, and Powell checks back in for the Pronghorn. Clark, perfect again. Bruins up 33-16, 3:42 to go. Powell with it. They break the press. Powell works into the corner. Now she goes back up top. Paulson Glantz able to take away the pass momentarily. Goes out of bounds, though, as Elsa almost able to make a play on that. Pronghorns to inbound on the sideline. 14 on the shot clock. 3:28 here to go in the second quarter. Powell running the point. Bruins still in the man-to-man. They run pick and roll with Sutter. Powell works into the paint. Great pass inside to Kelly. Kelly puts it up, no good. Rebounds loose. And it's going to go to the Bruins as the rebound goes out of bounds off the Pronghorns. Monique Mills running the point for the Bruins. Gets it to Clark on the right wing. Up top to Mills. Mills looks to drive. Step back 18-footer is an air ball. It'll go to the Pronghorns. Bruins have backed out of the press now. Powell with it into the front court. Powell works it to the left wing to Murian. Back up top to Powell. Now to the high post to Kelly, but it's taken away by Mills. Great steal by Mills. She goes right to the rim, puts it up, no good, but she'll go to the line for two. Great defense there by Monique Mills. Leads to the fast break opportunity. Both ladies slowly getting up. Powell walking gingerly on the ankle, and Mills holding her head there momentarily. Mills at the line for two. First one's up, no good. Subs for the Pronghorns as number 2, Rayner, returns. As does Butler and Sutter. Now subs for the Bruins as number 11, Tiana Doger, checks back in. Mills' second free throw is good, and she's going to check out as Georgieva is going to check in for her. Now the Bruins are going to come back into the 2-2-1 press. Reyna with it, back to Sutter. Sutter gets it in the middle to Reyna. Now they look to run, but we're going to get a foul called at mid-court on the Bruins. It's called on number 5, Sydney Taylor, her second team foul on the Bruins. Pronghorns get it inbounds to Ward. They go right into the paint to Butler. Butler goes to work and we'll get a foul called on the Bruins. Foul called on number 33, Ashlyn Smith, her third team foul on the Bruins. At the line for two will be freshman Robin Butler. Butler's first is up and good. Subs for the Bruins as Paulson Glantz is going to check back in for Taylor. Butler's second, no good. Clark grabs the board for the Bruins. Now the Pronghorns look to press. Tyler able to split the two defenders. Brings it into the front court. Oh, great pass to Smith. Just barely tipped by the Pronghorns. Now goes out of bounds off of Gillette. Bruins to inbound on the baseline. Georgieva to put it in play. Gets it into Doger. Gillette still in their zone. They go to the high post to Clark. Clark, 15-footer up and good. Tyler has 15. Bruins up 36-17. Butler on the other end with it. Backs it out to Reyna. Reyna stops, pops from 18. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounds tipped, and it falls to Clark, and will get a foul called in the backcourt on Gillette. Foul called on number 14, Beth Sutter. Her first. And the Bruins in the double bonus. I guess I don't really need to say that anymore. There's not a 1-and-1 and a double bonus in women's basketball this year. Once you hit the 5 team fouls, you're in the bonus and you get 2. First one by Clark, no good. Subs for Gillette as Burke checked back in. Clark makes the second, pushes the Bruin lead out to 20, 37-17. Bruins back in the press that's just giving the Pronghorns fits. Burke goes cross court to Ward. Pushes ahead to Murion. Her 15-footer up and good. One of the few times Gillette's been really productive in breaking that press. Bruins with it. Clark. They swing it to Paulson Glantz on the left wing. Elsa goes up top to Smith. Now to the right wing to Doger. She thinks about the 3. Now she goes to Georgieva. Georgieva will put up a 3. It's long. But the board falls right to Clark. 5 on the shot clock. Tyler dribbles around, puts it up with the left hand, and gets it to go. Good finish by Tyler. She's got 18. Her and Monique Mills have really carried the offense here in the first half. Burke crosses the timeline, pushes ahead to Ward, gets it to Murion. She thinks about the 18-footer. Now they back it out to Reyna. 14 on the shot clock. Murion hands to Burke. 7. They drop it back to Murion. She picks it up at the left elbow, loses the handle, and the Bruins come out with it. Clark into the front court. She and Burke. She goes to the rim. Put it up. Count it, and a foul. Tyler Clark goes strong to the hole. She has 20. Bruins up 41-19. Foul called on number 22, Nikedra Burke. Her first. Subs for Gillette. As Sutter checks back in for Burke. Clark's free throw is up and good. She has 21. Monique Mills with 16. Gillette with it. Reyna on the right wing. Shot clock is off. 15 on the game clock. Sutter puts up a leaping leaner. It's no good. Rebound by Butler. And we're going to get a foul called on the Bruins. 9.4 seconds to go. Foul called on the floor. It's on Ashlyn Smith. It's her second. Subs for the Bruins as she'll check out and Epinesa will check back in. Ward gets it into Murion. And we're going to get a hand check called on Paulson Glantz. That's a ticky-tack foul compared to how we've had the rest of the first half played. First foul called on Paulson Glantz, but that's the 15th foul, so the Pronghorns will go to the line for 2. At the line for 2, Mackenzie Ward. First one is up and good. Ward now 3 of 3 from the line. Make it 3 of 4. She misses the second, gets her own board. They kick it back out. Murion looks to drive. Murion forces it up. No good. Oh, no, we'll get an offensive foul called. Moments before time expires. So that'll be a personal foul on Murion, her first. But it doesn't lead to free throws or anything since an offensive foul. But we'll go to the half with the Bruins up 42-20. Live right here on Radio SLCC and SLCCBruins.com. Welcome back in on Radio SLCC and SLCCBruins.com. I'm Zach Hodge. We're at the half, and the Bruins are up 42-20. Bruins in the first half, led by two players, as Monique Mills came out absolutely on fire. She started the night 6 for 6 and 3 of 3 from downtown. She finishes the first half 6 of 8, but she does have 16 points to go with 2 rebounds. And then Tyler Clark had a slow first quarter. I believe she only had 2 points in the first quarter. She picked up 19 in the second quarter. So she finishes the first half as our leading scorer. She had 21, 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown, 10 of 11 from the line. She also has 8 boards. So for the Bruins to start the second half, it will be Mills, Epinesa, Taylor, Tyler, and Georgieva. For the Pronghorns, it'll be Powell, Burke, Butler. Can't quite see who that is. It's Sutter, and then Murian. Murian picked up that offensive foul right before the end of the second quarter. Bruins with it up top. Mills running the point. Clark with it on the right wing. Clark looks to take the baseline. We're going to get a foul called. Foul called on number 5, Angie Murian. That's Murian's second. First team foul here in the third quarter. Georgieva to put it in play. Gets it into Mills. Back to Georgieva. Georgieva on the right wing. They try getting to the high post of the Taylor. They eventually get it to her. She's doubled. Dribbles out of it. Now they get it to Clark. Clark looks to drive. Gets in the lane. Kicks it out to Georgieva on the right wing. She drives. Back to Clark. 3-ball. Up and good. Tyler Clark picks up right where she left off in the second quarter. On the other end, Burke tries to penetrate. It's tipped out of bounds from behind by the Bruins. Pronghorns to inbound on the baseline. Bruins with the biggest lead of the night, 25 points, up 45-20. Powell to put it in play. And we're going to get a 5-second violation called on the Pronghorns. Great denied defense there by the Bruins. Subs for the Pronghorns is number 4, Mackenzie Ward, checks in for Powell. And it's Georgieva running the point. Gets it to Taylor. Mills with it now. They try going inside to Epinesa. It's tipped away, but it falls right to Taylor. Her jumper is off the side of the backboard, and Ward grabs it for the Pronghorns. We're going to get the dead ball called. I'm not sure what it was. Oh, they didn't reset the shot clock. So the shot clock down to 27. It was at 30. Pronghorns with it. They go over the top. Oh, great pass to number 14, Beth Sutter. But a great pass there by Murian to find her open, cutting to the basket. Mills with it to Taylor on the right wing. Taylor looks inside. Now up top to Epinesa. Epinesa goes inside to Georgieva. Georgieva goes to work, puts it up with the left hand. It's no good. Board grab by the Pronghorns. Murian pushes ahead to Sutter. Sutter, oh, great pass. Inside to Butler, and Butler lays it in with the right hand. Epinesa slowly up the floor for the Bruins. Looks like she rolled an ankle on that possession. Georgieva will force up a 3. It's an air ball. Not a good shot there by Georgieva, and then nobody gets back on defense. That's just lazy. Easy bucket there for Sutter. Bruins with it into the front court. Mills on the right wing. Up top to Clark. Clark looks to drive. Drops it to Taylor. Taylor up top to Mills. Mills will put up a 3. It's long off the back of the iron, and the board grabbed by Ward for the Pronghorns. She pushes ahead to Murian, to the high post, to Butler. Butler gets it back to Murian on the right wing. She reposts up. Butler, a shimmy, a shake, a fake, up under, no good. Board's loose, and it falls to Epinesa. Mata looking to go coast to coast. Kicks it back up top to Clark. Now in the corner, Mills. She forces it up with the right hand, can't get it to go. Epinesa with the board, but it falls to Taylor after it's tipped away. Taylor misses the putback. Gillette with it, quickly into the front court. Burke works in the lane, drops it back to Murian. Her three up, no good. Board grab by Georgieva for the Bruins. Taylor with it in the corner. Back to Clark. Clark on the left wing. Up top to Mills. To Georgieva. Back to Clark. Clark drops to Taylor. 5 on the shot clock. Oh, great drive by Taylor. She puts it up and in with the right hand. Sydney Taylor able to penetrate down that left side of the key. Her first 2 of the night. Bruins up 47-26. Burke with it. Gets it to Sutter. Sutter tied up, and it will be a jump ball. The Arrow's going to give it to Gillette. Subs for both teams as Paulson Glantz and Brady return for the Bruins. For Gillette, number 32, Takara Kelly checks back in. Pronghorns will inbound on the baseline as Mackenzie Ward will put it in play. 6:13 to go here in the third quarter. Ward gets it into Burke. Back to Ward. She thinks about the three. Now she drives. Puts it up with the left hand. Hard off the back of the iron. No good. Brady with the board for the Bruins. Mills with it in the front court. To Clark on the left wing. Up top to Paulson Glantz. To Taylor. Taylor drives. Tries going to Brady, but it goes off of her hand and out of bounds. Pass was a little bit too low there. Turnover by the Bruins. .548 to go. Bruins up 21. Ward with it into the front court. Gets it to a cutting Burke. Great pass. She puts it up with the right hand. No good. Board grab by Brady for the Bruins. Clark with it on the left wing. Goes inside to Brady. Great seal by Brady. Shots up. No good, but she'll go to the line for 2. Great seal there that time by Andrea Brady, the 6-foot freshman from Salt Lake City, Utah. Able to get her defender on the wrong side of the bucket. So Brady at the line for 2. She's yet to score tonight. First free throw is good. Andrea also played on the Bruins volleyball team. She was one of the starting middle hitters for the Bruins this season. She goes 2 of 2. Bruins up 49-26. Bruins back into their press, and they take it away immediately. They take it away from Ward. Clark with it. Clark gets it to Mills. Gillette back into the man-to-man. They go up top to Taylor. To Paulson Glantz on the left wing. Elsa goes over the top to Brady. Great pass, and Andrea Brady lays it in with the right hand. She's got 4, all of them coming on the last 2 possessions. They get it into the middle of the floor to break the press. Gillette quickly into the front court. Burke looks to drive. Step back 18-footer is blocked by Clark. And then the outlet pass goes to Clark, and she lays it in with the right hand. Tyler Clark with 26. Bruins up 53-26. Burke with it. Cross court to Murian. Now to Ward on the left wing. They go to the high post to Kelly. It's knocked away, but it goes right to Murian. Back to Burke. Burke up top. 7 on the shot clock. Clark on her. Burke runs pick and roll. Gets in the lane. Forces it up with the right hand. It's short. Paulson Glantz with the board for the Bruins. Elsa pushes ahead to Clark. She tries to pull it back. Puts it up. It's an air ball. Mills had it momentarily. It's loose. And now we're going to get a timeout taken by the Bruins there. Great hustle by number 12, Monique Mills, just to keep it alive. As the Bruins go up 53-26. It's a full timeout, so we'll take it as well. Live right here on Radio SLCC and SLCC Bruins, your home for Bruin Athletics. Welcome back in on Radio SLCC as well as SLCBruins.com. Bruins up 53-26, 3:51 to go here in the third quarter. The Bruins will have it on the baseline after the timeout. And Taylor will put it inbound. Taylor goes up top to Clark. Clark wheels and deals, goes over the top to Brady. Great pass, she can't hit it. Second attempt, no good. Now the board grabbed by Butler. And we're going to get a foul called. It's going to be an offensive foul called on Butler. Bruin basketball. And with that, we've reached our first media timeout here or our only media timeout in the third quarter. The under 5 media, 3:37 to go. Bruins up 53-26. We'll stay right here this time. Taking a look at the stats, as it's a little more balanced here in the second half for the Bruins, as Andrea Brady has all 4 of her points in the second half, but it's still mainly been Tyler Clark and Monique Mills, as Clark has 26, Mills has 16, and then Brady's actually the third high scorer with 4. And then for Gillette, leading the way for them, as they have 3 players with 5, as Burke has 5, Murion has 5, and Ward all have 5. Butler also has 5. As a team, the Bruins so far tonight shooting 7 of 44 from the field for 38%, Gillette at 10 of 32. Bruins a 6 of 15 from downtown, Gillette 2 of 5. Both teams shooting 40% from the three-point line. And the Bruins just doing great at the line tonight. 13 of 17 for 76%. Gillette only 4 of 6. So really the Bruins doing a good job of being the aggressors on the offensive end. And it's been that full court trap that they've started to apply there in the second quarter that's just given the Pronghorns fits. Taylor gets it into the corner to Paulson Glantz. Now to Mills. Back to Paulson Glantz. They go over the top to Brady. And Brady lays it in with the right hand. If you're going to front her, you got to make sure you have backside help, and there's nobody there. Andrea with the easy 2. She has 6. Gillette on the other end. Reyna with it. Goes to the high post to Butler. Butler faces up on Brady. She looks to drive, and we're going to get a reaching foul called on the Bruins. It's on Andrea Brady. Her first team foul on the Bruins here in the third. Subs for the Bruins as Tiana Dewar checks back in, as does number 23, Dominique Mills. Paulson Glantz and Clark check out. Ward to put it in play, quickly to Murion in the corner. She dribbles up top, works in the lane, puts it up with the right hand, can't get it to go, but she was fouled. Foul's going to be called on Dominique Mills, her first. Second team foul on the Bruins, so at the line for 2 will be number 5, Angie Murner. Muirnen's first one is up and no good. Subs for Gillette as Kelly checks back in for Sutter. Muirnen set for her second. It is good. Bruins up 55-27. Full court press now by Gillette. Mills with it. Goes over the top to her sister. Great pass by Dominique, and Brady lays it in with the right hand. Andrea has 8 all here in the third. Bruins up 30, 57-27. Reyna wide open on the right wing. Her three is perfect. It's Taylor Reyna with her first bucket of the night. Monique Mills quickly into the front court. Gets cut off, goes up top to Taylor. Taylor in the lane, drops it up to Brady. Brady, 15-footer, it's an air ball. It was long. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Butler. Bruins to inbound on the baseline. Monique Mills will inbound. They get it to Brady up top. Brady hands to Tiana Dewar. To Mills. Mills in the corner. Dewar, 3-ball up and good. Tiana Dewar with her first bucket of the night. She has 3. And it's Ward into the front court. 2 minutes to go here in the third. And she is fouled as Dominique Mills tries to strip her. It's Mills' second. Third team foul here on the Bruins in the third. Gillette to inbound on the sideline. Reyna with it. She'll put up a 3. It's good again. Talea Reyna with 2 threes here. Cutting into the Bruin lead. Taylor goes cross court to Mills. Dominique gets it to Monique. She puts it up with the right hand. No good. Rebound loose. It falls to Butler. Butler hands to Powell. Powell resets the offense. Dominique Mills on her. Gets it to Mirren on the wing, and we're going to get an offensive foul called on Gillette. On the screen, it's called on number 24, Robin Butler. That'll be her third. Subs for the Bruins as number 24, Cheyenne Adams, checks in for the first time. Mills with it in the backcourt. She's trapped, and she's going to have to call a timeout. She dribbled right into the corner and picked it up. Timeout taken by the Bruins. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. Bruins up 60-33, 1:15 to go. As Talea Reyna has done a good job trying to pick up the offense here in the third quarter for Gillette, knocking down a couple threes. But the Bruins have been able to keep that lead right around 25, 30 points here in the second half. Bruins for the night so far shooting 20 of 49 from the field at 41%. Gillette's 12 of 34 for 35%. And the Bruins also out-rebounding them by 8, 31-23. A lot of it coming on the offensive end as the Bruins have 12 offensive boards compared to only 5 for the Pronghorns. Coming out of the timeout for the Bruins, it'll be Brady, both Mills sisters, Adams, as well as Dewar. Monique Mills with it, running the point. Goes to her sister on the left wing. Dominique with Powell on her. Gets it to Dewar. Now to Adams. Adams on the right wing. Goes into the corner to Dewar. She tries going into the post to Brady. It runs all the way across the baseline. Dominique Mills hustles after it, and we'll get a jump ball called. The arrow will give it to the Bruins, but we got 5 seconds on the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock, 55 on the game clock. Mills gets it in the corner. 3, hard off the iron, no good. Rebound loose. It goes out of bounds off of Gillette. Bruin basketball. Shot clock reset on the shot by Mills. So 50 on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock now. They get it in to Dewar. Wide open from 15. Now she drops it back to Mills. They reset the offense. Adams with it up top. She tries going over the top to Brady, but it's taken away by Gillette. Powell quickly into the front court. Slows it down. Now she backs it out. But her pass taken away by Dewar. Dewar quickly into the front court. A great pass to Mills, and Mills lays it in with the left hand. Great pass there by number 11, Tiana Dewar, the sophomore from Bountiful. Powell into the front court. Stripped. Mills comes out with it. Monique pushes ahead to her sister. Dominique puts it up, no good. Dewar hustles after it. And I believe it's called out of bounds off of Gillette. The Bruins will inbound with .6 on the game clock. Subs for Gillette as Ward checks back in for Powell. So Mills will put it in play. They go inside to Brady. She puts it up and gets it to go. Great quarter by Andrea Brady as she finishes with 10 here in the third quarter. A great quarter there for the freshman from Cottonwood High School right here in Salt Lake City as she pushes the Bruin lead out to 31, 64-33 right here on Radio SLCC and SLCCBruins.com. Welcome back in on Radio SLCC. Gillette starting off with here in the fourth quarter. Ward up top. Goes to Murnan on the right wing. They go inside. Great pass inside to Kelly, and she banks it home. Great shot there by Takara Kelly. She has 4. Mills running the point. Drops it to her sister. Monique will put up a 3. It's off the iron, no good, but she'll go to the line for 3. Foul called on Gillette. It's called on number 5, Angie Murnan. Her third. First team foul here in the fourth quarter on Gillette. At the line for 3 will be number 12, Monique Mills. She's a 5'10 freshman from Juan Diego High School right here in Salt Lake City. Monique had a solid first 3 quarters so far. She's got 18 points. Make it 19 as she knocks down the first one. She's now 2 of 3 from the line. She also has 3 boards and 3 steals. Monique. Maybe it's only a 2-shot foul. It is only a 2-shot foul. I thought I saw the 3. Only a 2-shot. She goes 2 for 2. Bruins up 66-35. Ward with it. Goes to the right wing to Reyna. Reyna gets into the key, and her pass taken away by Dewar. Dewar with the double dribble. Kind of lost the handle. She had the left-handed dribble going. She went to cross over, and she just grabbed it with both hands by accident. Turnover by the Bruins. Georgieva checks back in for the Bruins as Monique Mills checks out. Ward with it into the front court. Goes to Burke on the right wing. Mills on her. They go to the high post to Kelly. Kelly puts it up. Count it, and the foul. As Andrea Brady is going to get called for the foul. It'll be her first team foul on the Bruins here in the fourth. Great shot there by Takara Kelly. Subs for the Bruins as Smith is going to check in for Brady. At the line for one is the freshman from Virginia, Takara Kelly. It is around, no good. Board's loose. Goes out of bounds off of Adams of the Bruins. Gillette to inbound on the baseline. Ward to put it in play. Gets it to a cutting Butler. She puts it up, no good, but she's going to go to the line for two. As the Bruins have done a great job all night of staying out of foul trouble, but they've got two team fouls quickly here in the fourth quarter. Foul called on number 11. That's Tiana Dewar. Her first. At the line for two, number 24, Robin Butler. Butler's first one is good. Butler's a 6'1" freshman from Compton High School in California. Butler goes 2-2. Bruin lead cut to 66-39. Georgieva running the point. Goes to the right wing to Dominique. They go over the top to Adams. Adams, great catch. She puts it up, no good, but she'll go to the line for two. Foul called on Burke. It's her second team foul on Gillette. Cheyenne Adams at the line for two. Adams' first free throw is good. Adams goes 2-2. The second one rolls in. Ward running the point now for the Pronghorns. Ward crosses over. Gets it to Mernon. She gets into the key. Drops it to Kelly. Kelly spins. Puts it up with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Adams with the board for the Bruins. Quickly to Georgieva. Georgieva looks to run. Gets in the key. Drops it back to the corner to Mills. Now to Adams. She goes into the paint to Smith. Smith puts it up with the right hand. No good, but the board falls right to Adams, and she lays it in with the right hand. Bruins up 70-39. Ward with it to Burke on the right wing. Burke looks to drive, gets into the paint, drops it to Mernon. Her three up long and no good. Long rebound goes out of bounds, and the Bruins will take over. Subs for Gillette as number 30, Holly Matovich, checks back in, as does Powell and Sutter. Georgieva with it up top. Gets it to Mills. Mills penetrates, puts it up with the right hand, and gets it to go. Dominique Mills with the and one. Foul called on Burke. Her third. Mills' free throw is good. Bruins up 73-39. 7:50 to go here in the fourth. Burke with it on the left wing. Up top to Matovich. Now back to Powell. Powell gets it to Sutter on the right wing. Adams on her. Sutter looks to drive. Goes up top to Powell, and it's taken away by Dewar. Dewar in the front court, puts it up with the left hand, can't get it to go. Mills there for the rebound. She puts it up and finishes it with the right hand.
Mills on another offensive rebound and a 2.
Bruins up 75-39. Powell with it on the left wing. Up top to Burke. Now they get it to Matovich. She goes inside to Powell. Powell gets it to a cutting Sutter. Going to the rim. Puts it up with the right hand and gets it to go. Beth Sutter with the finish. Bruins with it into the front court. Dewar tries going inside to Smith. Not the greatest pass. Turnover by the Bruins. Powell with it into the front court. Gets it to Sutter. Great back cut by Burke, unable to do anything with it. Now they reset up top with Matovich. Now to Burke. Back to Powell. Gets it to a cutting Sutter. She puts it up with the right hand. No good, but she'll go to the line for... No. Excuse me, we're going to get an offensive foul called on Gillette. Sutter called for the foul. It's her second, 4th team foul on Gillette, so the Bruins will be in the bonus here for the rest of the quarter. Georgieva with it to Adams. Adams gets it to Mills. Mills goes inside to Smith, and she is held. Foul's going to be called on number 32, Takara Kelly. Her 4th. Going to the line for 2 will be Ashlyn Smith. Subs for the Bruins. Number 3, Nicole Forey checks in. Smith's first free throw is up and good. Smith goes 1 of 2. She misses the second. Board grab by Adams. Now they get it back up top to Georgieva. Back to Mills. Dominique's 3, no good. Board grab by Smith. She puts it up, no good. Kelly with the board for Gillette. And we're going to get a foul called in the backcourt on the Bruins. Foul called on Mills, her 3rd. 3rd team foul on the Bruins. Subs for Gillette as Butler checks back in, as does Reyna. Powell with it into the front court. Powell on the right wing, guarded by Mills. Works into the lane, drops it to Reyna. Reyna goes cross court to Sutter. Sutter looks to drive, gets it to Matovich. Back to Reyna up top, they go into the post to Butler. Butler faces up at 15, looks to drive, cut off by Smith. Up top to Powell, 7 on the shot clock. Oh, great pass to Butler. Butler puts it up, no good, gets her own board, puts it up, it's blocked, and Georgieva grabs it. Couple good looks there for Gillette. They're unable to convert. Forey with it. Gets it to Mills. Mills goes inside to Smith. And we're going to get a foul called on the entry pass. Called on number 24, Robin Butler, her 4th. So Butler and Kelly both with 4 personals now. At the line for 2 will be Ashlyn Smith. Smith's first free throw up and good. Ashlyn, the 6'1 sophomore from Nampa, Idaho, goes 1 of 2. 5:15 to go. Bruins up 77-41. Sutter with it up top. Goes to Matovich on the left wing. Now up top to Reyna. Reyna back to Matovich. They go into the post to Butler. Butler works to the right block, puts it up with the right hand. No good, but she'll go to the line for 2. Foul called on number 15. Georgieva, her 1st. 4th team foul on the Bruins, but with that we've reached our media timeout here in the 4th quarter. 5 minutes to go. Bruins up 77-41 on Radio SLCC and SLCCBruins.com. Coming out of the timeout for Gillette, it will be Robin Butler at the line for 2. Butler so far tonight with 7 points. As she's 3 of 5 now at the line as she misses the first one. She also has 7 rebounds. Butler set for her second. She goes 1 of 2. Now some full court press being applied by the Pronghorns. Mills able to break it. Mills quickly into the front court, goes right to the rim, puts it up with the right hand, no good. She gets her own rebound though, puts it up again. That one's short. Board grab by Sutter this time, and she is fouled by Mills. Sutter's going to go all the way to the other end and shoot her 2 free throws. That's the 15th foul on the Bruins. 3rd personal on Dominique. Excuse me, I believe it's her 4th personal. Now they had a discussion about the possession arrow. I don't believe they changed it at the start of the 4th quarter. They were still giving it to the Bruins, and it should have been going to Gillette. They've changed it now. First free throw by Sutter is good. Sutter so far tonight with 7 points. Make it 8 as she goes 2 of 2. She's 3 of 6 from the field for 8. Georgieva with it, quickly into the front court. Now she slows it down. Gets it to Adams. Adams gets it to Mills. Mills gets it to Forey. Now inside to Georgieva. She puts it up with the left hand and gets it to go. The sophomore from Bulgaria with the left hand. She has 5. Bruins up 79-44. Reyna with it in the corner. Goes to the high post to Butler. Butler pump fake. Kicks it back to Reyna. She'll put up a 3. That one's hard off the back of the iron. No good. Adams with the board for the Bruins. Forey looks to go to the high post to Mills. She is fouled by Sutter. That'll be Sutter's 3rd. 16th foul on the Pronghorns. Mills at the line for 2. First one up, no good. Subs for Gillette as Ward checks in, as does Kelly. And number 5, Murnan checks back in. Mills set for her second. She makes it. She now has 6. Bruins up 80-44. Ward with it in the front court. Gets it to Murnan. Now to Matovic. Matovic on the left wing, guarded by Forey. Matovic all the way across the lane, puts it up. It's swatted by Smith. Gillette will inbound on the baseline with 16 on the shot clock. Ward to put it in play. Gets it into Reyna. Up top to Matovic. Matovic looks to drive, cut off, drops it to Murnan. They go into the post to Kelly. She pump fakes, goes up top to Ward. 4 on the shot clock, 3. They get it in the corner to Murnan. She penetrates, puts it up, and gets it to go. Murnan with the bucket cuts the Bruin lead to 80-46. Adams with it up top now for the Bruins. And they turn it over. Nope. We're getting a tip called by the official on the other side. The Bruins will keep it. Forey will inbound. Forey gets it into Georgieva, excuse me. They get it to Mills. Mills inside to Forey. Forey goes back up top to Mills with 4 on the shot clock. Mills right to the rim and puts it in with the right hand. Dominique Mills has 8 Bruins up 82-46. 2:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. And then Mills able to strip Ward. Mills dips the shoulder, draws the foul. She'll go to the line for two. Dominique Mills going to go to the line for two. Mills' first is up and good. Mills goes 2 of 2. She'll check out as number 11, Tiana Dewar, will check back in. Ward running the point for Gillette. Gets it to Reyna on the right wing. Reyna gets it to a cutting Murnin. Now to Matovic. Up top to Ward. They swing it to Reyna on the left wing. High post to Kelly. Kelly goes to work against Smith. And we're going to get a foul called on the drive on Smith. That'll be her fourth. Going to the line for two will be Takara Kelly. Kelly's first is up and good. Subs for the Bruins as Brady checks back in for Smith. Kelly set for her second. She goes 1 of 2 as she misses the second. Brady with the board for the Bruins. Gets it to Dewar. Dewar tries getting it to Forey, but it's kicked. Bruins will inbound on the baseline. 2:13 to go here in the fourth. Bruins get it to Dewar, cutting to the rim. Now she's tied up. We'll have a jump ball. It'll be Gillette basketball.
Gillette basketball.
With 2:09 to go, Bruins up 84-47. Ward with it into the front court. Gets it to Reyna on the right wing. She tries going inside to Kelly. That one's kicked by the Bruins as Georgieva kicks it. Reyna to put it inbound in front of her own bench. She tries going straight into the post to Kelly. Kelly not quite ready for it. It goes off of her hands and out of bounds. Bruins take over. Subs for Gillette as Kelly's going to check out. Butler checks back in. Adams with it. Gets it to Dewar on the left wing. She goes into the post to Brady. Brady with the little hook shot. It's short, no good, but the board falls right to Adams, and she puts it in with the right hand. Adams has 6. On the other end, Murnin gets in the lane, drops it to Butler. Butler loses the handle, and Forey comes out with it. Forey pushes ahead to Georgieva. Now to Dewar, and Dewar lays it in with the right hand. Gillette with it. Reyna goes into the post to Butler. Butler faces up on Brady. Takes the baseline, puts it up, no good, but she'll go to the line for 2. Foul called on Andrea Brady. It'll be her third. At the line for 2 will be Robin Butler. Butler's first free throw up and good. Subs for Gillette as Powell's going to check back in for Reyna. Butler goes 1 of 2. Board grab by Brady. And Forey pushes ahead to Dewar. They get it to Adams. Adams lays it in with the right hand. Great pass there by Dewar. Ward with it now on the right wing. Tries going into the post to Brady. It's tipped. Or not to Brady, to Butler. It's tipped and it goes out of bounds off of Butler. Bruins take over. 48 on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock. Georgieva with it into the front court. Runs pick and roll with Adams. She gets it to Adams, now to 40 on the left wing. High post to Dewar. They get it to Brady. Brady pump fakes. Puts it up. It's blocked by Butler, but they're going to get a foul called on Butler. That'll be her 5th. She's going to have to check out. Number 32, Takara Kelly, checks back in. Andrea Brady at the line for 2. First one is up and good. Second one's no good. Board grab by Matovich. She pushes quickly into the front court, gets it now to Powell. To Ward on the right wing. Ward up top to Matovich. 16 on the game clock. Hands to Powell. Powell looks to turn the corner. Wheels, deals, loses it momentarily, gets it back and goes to Matovich in the corner. 5 on the game clock. Murnan with it, gets it to Matovich. Now to Powell. Powell put up a 3. It's no good, and that will do it. Bruins pull away for the 91-48 win as they're set for 2 more games this Friday and Saturday. You can catch those games live right here on slccbruins.com. Bruins pull away for the easy one. Check us out here later this weekend, live right here on slccbruins.com. Have a good Thanksgiving, everybody. Travel safe through the storm. Good night.